Okay, welcome back. Game number 2, Viper v MBL playing as Celts. Viper and MBL just had a quick game that MBL had some bug sheep, so they had a so they will into this map. This will be a Celts game. So Celts v Celts, mirror civs on Arabia. MBL playing in red, the Viper playing in blue. Not exactly the Viper's lucky color. Yellow is the Viper's lucky color, at least as far as I can tell, but we'll see how he does. Let's introduce MBL's map first here. So in red, playing as Celts as MBL, has his main gold off to the side. Secondary gold to the side as well. Could maybe block those in eventually, but really not the best location for those. They're not bad locations, but a little bit difficult to protect. Has his main stone on the back and his berries on the back. His right flank is pretty darn open, and the front is pretty darn open as well. So I think MBL is going to have to play this one kind of straight up. Can't wall himself in, I don't think. On the other side, we see the Viper playing in blue as Celts as well. Will have his main gold to the side, berries on the front, just grabbing his sheep and walking around. Has a nice deer patch there on the front. We may see him push a deer or two. Stone is on the back, secondary gold is on the back. All in all, I don't see the Viper walling this in any way, shape, or form. So I think both players will be relatively open, especially the Viper. Let's see. And yeah. If you are watching this as a video, welcome. If you're watching it live in the stream, thanks for being here. Killer_B_AOC channel. Hopefully you're having fun out there. We have a bot now. People are betting. It's pretty fun. Lucy is here. If you had to put money down, would you put money on the Viper, who's hasn't been playing that much?
Viper.
Okay. Lucy's in it for the Viper. I'll take MBL then. This will be our side bet. What are we betting? Dishes? Who's going to do dishes tomorrow?
Sure.
Oh, you're not going to like this. The Viper just saying GG. There it is.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, Viper luring in his boar here, and he will be... he gained a few points in that last game, about 25 points or so. Oops, just ruined the outcome of game 1, my bad. Hopefully you're not watching as a video out of series, my bad. MBL's going to lure his boar in here, he will take it down, and it will be all good. Both players just booming up their ecos. Nothing too crazy going on. As far as scouting goes, Viper's really only looking at his side. MBL is pretty much doing the same. Both players will eventually work their way forward and find out that, you know, it's a relatively even game as far as maps go. Neither player has a great map. Viper's wood line is good over here, but that is really the only good one. This one's okay, but man, I just don't like how far it is from the TC. Viper will have 4 on wood if he decides to do some early aggression. MBL will as well. So Celts v Celts matchup here. Interesting. The Viper a bit rusty, in case you did not see previous videos. He's not been too active lately. MBL is pretty much on fire, playing a lot, playing really well, has been incredibly active. And we'll see if red is the color of victory here for MBL. Oh, Anthracline. Yeah, this is a live game. Doing it live. Having some fun tonight. I was just about to go to bed, and then Viper and MBL start throwing fists at each other. We will see an early-ish barracks there from the Viper, so maybe some early aggression from him, as he did have 4 on wood. I suppose that makes sense. MBL's using his houses to build a makeshift wall across the front. I think MBL will be clicking up much sooner than the Viper. At the moment, he hasn't accumulated any food, but I think when he drops off his boar meat, you know what? I could be totally wrong. Barracks there from MBL as well. He does not have the extra 10 gold, so we'll see. Viper on the other side has 70 gold, so I think he's taken the 10 and he started to build his militia. Second militia will be out soon for the Viper, and we will see a drush from the Norwegian snake. Yeah, so there's MBL grabbing his 10 gold. He may have militia in defense. I wonder if he'll click up first and then build them. Not sure. Second villager coming out to gold. Nope, she's going to transition to a lumberjack. All right. So we have a full-on Norwegian war going on. Viper's got his 3 militia in, and they will slowly work their way forward. He's going to be taking deer from a mill again on the side. Clandestine mill, I would say. But it's all good this early in the game. I think he's going to be just fine. MBL has queued those 3 militia before clicking up, which is interesting, and he's still sending that Vil back for more gold. I wonder if that's an accident, or if he's purposely just going to build extra militia. At the moment, he's got 2 out, and he will work his way across. He's going to need to loom up here pretty soon because he's got these villagers on the back taking deer. If the Viper finds them, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. MBL will loom. There you go. He's already looming. Killer Bee's behind. Anyway, MBL still taking 10 gold at a time from this pile, so it does look like he's going to build more militia. For the moment, it is 3v3 on the front. Both players have their scout in the battle. It looks like Viper's scout is a little bit higher in HP. Both players clicking up to the Feudal Age at exactly the same time, but the Viper will have one more Vil than MBL because he does not have Loom. Viper did not Loom because he is not under pressure. Viper likes to take that calculated risk from time to time. He's going to stand on top of that mining camp and slow it down at least for a moment, idle a few villagers in the economy here of MBL, and all in all, this is a pretty darn effective drush. Viper's going to run back and try to pick this villager, but he won't get it. He will get a little bit more idle time from villagers jumping into that TC. 3 Vils on gold right off the bat there from MBL. 3 Vils on gold for the Viper as well. Pretty normal build order, I would suppose. Both players drushing and probably going to be able to go to the Castle Age relatively quickly. The Viper does not seem to be walling in behind his drush. He's actually sending, yeah, he may send more militia. May send more militia soon. MBL at the moment on 0 gold. Did he queue another militia? I think he probably did. Man, we're seeing an old school match. This reminds me of the Doubt v K-Cap match we watched the other day in the stream. It's like just tons of militia being queued. Anyway, a couple of militia down there for the Viper. MBL certainly has the advantage now. Viper is just maybe trying to suicide this last one. I don't know. But look at this. MBL coming forward with more militia and Vils. He will have an archery range, or he may have an archery range. He's going to have to retreat off of that. Viper with 4 militia will go double archery range right off the bat. MBL will lose just a little bit more time walking his villagers back to build an archery range that is still in an awkward place. Yeah, now he's going to be more conservative and back up just a little bit more. So the Viper's going to have his ranges up first. They will be on top of a hill. They will be in a nice little position. And he will have a little bit of an advantage here on MBL. So I guess we won't see a quick castle for either player. Viper grabbing horse collar and men-at-arms, as is MBL. So both players will have beefy men-at-arms fighting on the front. Both players will have double archery ranges reinforcing. So yeah, Celts v Celts war. And hopefully you bet on the right player here if you are watching live. I tried to bet for the Viper. But my bet did not go through. My own freaking bot wouldn't let me bet. Anyway, big fight on the front. MBL's going to lose a Vil there, and he's going to clean the Viper up here eventually. Will he lose his scout? That's important. No, he won't. So decent micro there from MBL. Will lose a Vil. Villager count is now dead equal. Viper is already partially through getting wheelbarrow, which seems a little early, but you know what? I don't really know. I'm not going to pretend like I know. MBL with a couple of idols on the back. He is unfortunately not taking deer over there at the moment. He is focused elsewhere, and he is starting to build men-at-arms and archers, and potentially can make a bit of a push here, but he's going to be pushing against the Viper, who has a couple archers and a couple skirms already, happily building up his eco. Quite a few villagers on gold for the Viper. At the moment, neither player saving up a whole lot of resource. Both seem to be investing in those feudal armies. It's a bit early, I suppose, if they're going aggression to try to click up, but at least now we all know. We know what the score is. MBL's going to lose his scout there. Viper's going to come forward with 10 military units versus, excuse me, MBL's 10. All right, sorry about that. MBL pushing back for the moment, has those men-at-arms in play. And it looks like the Viper is content with heading back to the top of his hill and reinforcing his army. So both players cranking out military at a pretty full blast sort of speed. Viper's going to drop a blacksmith on the side, continue his makeshift little labyrinth of walls here, and he will come forward. So what are we going to see? A little bit of a skirmish there. Viper trying to draw MBL into a fight and then get on top of the hill and fight him from there. I would assume Viper should probably turn around and fight this. Yeah, here we go. He's going to fight on top of that hill and get some good damage in and reinforce his army as well. So in the end, it seems like these two armies are, yeah, you know what, they're content on fighting, I think. MBL is going to send in those men-at-arms, or at least one of them. That is going to be a suicide mission for that poor fellow, but Viper will be on top of the hill and eventually take him down. MBL's got 2 more men-at-arms here, but he might send them around to maybe scout. Nope, he's going to send them up the hill. Not a good fight here for MBL fighting uphill. He must have some inclination that that is a good spot for him to pick a fight, but I don't see it. I don't see why. Maybe if he can out-micro his opponent, doesn't matter, but I don't know. Viper's going to chase him down onto flat ground and take a few more casualties, but in the end, this war seems like a bit of a stalemate. What's going on elsewhere? Villager counts are about equal. MBL up by 1. Viper now up on the hill, going to grab that last man at arms, going to reinforce his army with more archers. MBL seems to be going with pretty heavy into skirms at the moment. So I suppose that is in his favor, at least for the exchanges. Always good to trade skirms for archers, I suppose. And yeah, he's going to build even more of those. At the moment, upgrades are +1/+1 and +1, just +1 for the Viper. No +1 defense. Okay, so what do we see going on here? MBL is starting to build up maybe a little bit of a defense here. He's got a tower on his gold. Has a interesting labyrinth of a makeshift wall here on the front, which he will eventually maybe close in if he wants to. Has quite a few skirms in defense, and for resources has the gold to click up but not the food. Viper on the other side has pretty much the same situation. Has the gold to click up but not the food. Continuing to build skirms, sending another army around to the left flank of MBL. Hoping to catch MBL unaware, but I'm not sure he'll do it. He can camp out under this tower for a moment, but MBL's army... Actually, MBL's army is now forward, so this little snuck army from the Viper could actually be really effective sitting right under this tower. We'll see. I think that's going to be a nice play for him. Viper going to be able to reinforce here relatively soon, but for now, MBL skirms are going to walk straight into the Viper's economy. And do what? They're going to head maybe toward this wood line on the Viper. Not sure. Viper is now under that tower, and he is going to grab a vill and another vill probably. Yep, 2 vills down. He can idle this gold and part of this wood line with one group of archers, but he needs to make sure they stay under the tower. They're kind of getting a little froggy. You can see a couple of them going down there for free to tower fire. So the Viper maybe needs to micro these a little bit better. Yeah, he's going to lose another. But in the end, he did get to transition somewhere else. If he can defend it, I suppose, until the Castle Age, maybe his next TC will be on wood. But I don't know. Why speculate? We'll find out. We will find out where that next TC will go quite soon. In the meantime, we will see skirms v skirms. MBL is going to grab wheelbarrow here a little bit later than the Viper, and that will extend the Viper's villager advantage at least a few more vills. Both players are now on 40-ish vills, 41 vills for MBL, 43 for the Viper. Viper is really kind of working his way through this best wood line that he has. He will eventually chop out that area, and he's going to need to transition somewhere else. If he can defend it, I suppose, until the Castle Age, maybe his next TC will be on wood. But I don't know. Why speculate? We'll find out. We will find out where that next TC will go quite soon. In the meantime, we will see skirms v skirms. MBL is going to grab wheelbarrow here a little bit later than the Viper, and that will extend the Viper's villager advantage at least a few more vills. So yeah, we are watching this one live. Hopefully you're here with us live. Having a good time tonight on the stream. Viper clicking up to the Castle Age. He will be at 2354. MBL can't be too far behind. You know what? He can be. He can be far behind. He's actually quite a bit behind on food, and he does not have the gold either to click up. He'll have wheelbarrow soon, which will be nice for him, but he's going to be about on equal villager footing when the Viper gets to the Castle Age. Big fight here on the front. MBL working his way up the hill with skirms. He did take some major casualties there, but he's going to be on top of the hill, and he can probably take a few more of these archers down. I think Viper can probably reinforce his army fast enough to make this into a win, but the micro does matter here. Both players kind of dipping and dodging. In the end, it looks like MBL is going to get cleaned up here and probably have to retreat. So MBL's got an army. It's two units bigger than the Vipers, but at the moment he's still behind on villagers, and he's not going to be happy with the fact that the Viper will soon be up to castle. Razrakat, Razrasket, nice name, hard name to pronounce. I like that though. Yeah, for the moment, MBL fighting uphill again against the Viper. Viper's going to take some trades here. He's going to lose some archers in trade for some skirms. MBL trying to send a runner across the front, but it doesn't look like the Viper's units are biting. Viper's going to hit Castle Age here very early. He is going to do what right away? Chain barding armor for the Viper right away. Going double stable here, and he's kind of done it in a sneaky way. He's kind of done it on the back of his area so that maybe MBL can't see it. He will have knights coming out 2 by 2. We've heard that before. So we will see a bit of Noah's Ark knighting. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Sorry, I'm not religious. I don't know what any of that means. But anyway, big fight here on the front. The Viper is still engaged in it, which is interesting because he has the Knights coming forward. I wonder why he's taking this fight. He's going to get cleaned up there, but he will at least keep the attention of these skirms long enough so that the Knights can get in, and they will chop through these pretty easily. MBL clicking up to the Castle Age. And Viper now has a big advantage. He can either continue to build army, or he can build another TC. I guess we will never know what his plan is because MBL has GG'd out of the game. So, game number 2 of this set will go to the Viper. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We were going to see another TC right there from the Viper on top of the hill. Very, very nice game there from the Viper, playing very, very clean. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Let's see if there's a game number 3. If there